Welcome back to What's Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Siegfried Line, and it's under the command of BunnieNutz. Well, BunnieNutz is also the lady who actually generates some of the skins for our vehicles. And the game's about to start. Okay, well, we're off. And she's taking her M44 inland. Let's say inland, actually it's into the town area. Headed east past the Dragon's Teeth. Now you may be wondering why we haven't actually been using the skins recently, and that's mainly because we've noticed that we have had a few problems trying to load games at tier 10 with the skins, and so I've not been using them because I've been actually playing a lot of tier 10 games. And that's to actually get some game time in, so that's why I haven't installed the skins after the last mod update. Well, BunnieNutz is aiming to the north, and she's gone directly to the hill overlooking the town, but a Baguette Panther's come into view. She's lining the shot up. She's fully dialed in, but the Baguette did not come round the corner long enough to give her a shot. Rounds out, and she fires one over, and because she's using the standard battle assistant, she flipped the view up just as she fired. She also pulled back, and that obviously we don't normally recommend that because you won't see what happens to the shell if you do. Now she did stay for that one, and she got a direct hit on the Cavalier, and he got wiped out. So she's picked up 231 hit points of damage plus 200 of stun assist. Well, that Baguette's still behind that building. He's going to poke again. Hopefully she'll get another shot on him. She fires a round in and pulls back just as she did again, but this time around we see that the shot didn't impact, and she's changing position to avoid counter battery. Okay, she's going over into the corner, actually, right up along the east side of the map. There are some good firing positions here, but they just give different angles on the enemy tank in the town. And the good thing about the M44 is it's got a very wide arc of fire, and that means she can hit a lot of targets over a very wide angle. She's going for that T44 rather, who's sitting behind that rock, and that landed very close to him. But because she's right up against the edge of the map, she can't pull back very easily there. I don't think she's got a shot there on the T3485M because that building will break the field of fire. Or rather, the shell will hit the roofs rather than hit the target. KV1, behind that stone wall, the city limits. She fires one in at him, lands nearby. Okay, looking at that Baguette Panther again. She's getting a request for fire on this guy, and she's got a much better angle from this side, so I think she's going to get a shot on him this time if he's still there. If he was still on the corner, she would have picked up some damage off that. Out in the field, we've got an AMX CLC behind that bunker, and we've got a Covenanter who appears to be behind the bush a little further down. Yes, he is in that bush. It's a famous spotting bush, that one. Always worth a shot into that bush just in case somebody happens to be at home, because it'll really ruin their day. She fires a quick one at the Covenanter, and she kills him. She splashed him to death. Now, the 155mm howitzer on the M44 is capable of 550 alpha, and it's got a fairly fast fire rate as well, which is around about 16 seconds if you've got premium consumables, and that's exactly what BunnieNutz is using. Okay, there's his 550 alpha, 39mm of armor, and 7 meters burst radius. Well, I don't know if the enemy was there, but if there was one there, he would have been splashed. Taking up a new position. KV1. Oh, she can hit that T3485M now, and he's coming forward, and she put a round into him which stunned him and allows our T34 to get some shots on that guy before he comes around the corner and does that. Yes, that T34 was up against 2 tanks who were very likely to kill him. And he should have pulled back and shot at them from a distance, but BunnieNutz gets around next to the KV-1, who's now stunned, and she's picking up stun assist, and there goes the KV-1. Trying to get shot there on the enemy T-34, pulled back wisely. R1 didn't, and she fires one in, hits the building. Oh, there's the enemy T-34. He went around and came up this side. In fact, it's not the same one. And she's almost loaded. Rounds out. She pulls back, but the T-34 still takes some damage. Okay, so how's it going? 6 tanks each. So the score's even at the moment. There's no enemies that she can shoot at just at the moment. So she's guessing where the enemy might be. She's looking for the enemy Arty from Tracer. And that's a famous spot that the Arty sometimes use. It's right on the edge of the map. She's firing around in there just in case somebody's at home. It hits the bunker, unfortunately, so it wouldn't have done a huge amount of damage to the enemy, but T-34's poked his nose around that corner again. Bunny's being very, very active in hunting down a good target that she can shoot at. It's difficult. She can probably splash that Hellcat, but the Baguette Panther is a little further away, and she might be able to get a better round on him if he pokes his nose out. Yes, she can splash him on that corner. You can see that he's right on the corner. Rounds out. Well, it didn't hit him directly, but it probably would have splashed him if that Baguette was still in the corner. An SU-100 has come around the in the city square now. She's lining up a shot. Rounds out. Here we go. Direct hit. Now that's going to earn her some hit points. Meanwhile, the Jagdpanzer IV has come out of the city and is now making his way out to the field. But he has been tracked and he is being hit by our teammates. And she fires one in. Oh, she got a hit there. 183. We almost didn't see it because she pulled back too quickly. And there goes the SU-100. And he didn't have much in the way of hit points left. Only 19 left when he was killed. So I suspect that BunnieNutz got the rest of them. She's looking around for a target over on the far side of the map. Coming back to this bunker again. No tracer coming out of it. There's 2 enemy Arty, an M44 and an SU-8. There's 3 tanks ahead of the enemy now, and the enemy is actually trying to move up, but the Hellcat there came out round the corner and he just disposed of our Hellcat in the process. So it looks like he saw our Hellcat was moving up and thought, I'll get him. Oh, now that shell hit the Hellcat and he's killed him. She's killed him. She must have set him alight. He was right on that gate and the shell hit his rear. We didn't see any explosion, so we know she hit him. But he didn't appear as a wreck until a few seconds later, so he must have burned up. She did get the arsonist badge as well, so yes, that is a fire kill. There's only 5 enemies remaining, and there's still 7 left alive on her team. Just looking around for a target to shoot at. We know that T-34 has been sitting on that corner for quite some time. She's firing around into that corner. And now she's moving up. Okay, I would say actually now will be a good time to move a long way up, to not to get as far as our teammate in the tank destroyer further up. That's the SU-100Y, the box tank. He's sitting on that corner at the moment looking north, but actually if you were to sit behind him you could probably get a much better shots on the enemy if he spots anyone coming in from the north. Okay, the box tank's moving, so he's probably going to spot someone very shortly. Meanwhile, BunnieNutz is actually looking around, found another target. It is the Baguette Panther. I'd say look ahead of the box tank, because the box tank's going to see something very shortly. He's going into the enemy rear area, and she's suddenly seen that. Yes, and that's what he spotted. He spotted the Stug 3G on the enemy team. It's one of their best players. Rounds out. Direct hit, 167. Now that guy hasn't got any kills, but he's obviously now wounded, and that's going to make life easier for the box tank. Okay, we can see that he's aiming. She's aiming again for the bunker, right up against the edge of the map. That bunker. Oh, there's the M44. He was actually not behind the bunker. He was a little way away. She fires a round out and gets the kill. He was damaged just before her shell went in, and now the Stug has come into sight again, and he's been killed by the box tank. Okay, she's still going for behind that bunker. She still thinks there's one of them behind her, the SU-8, and it hits the bunker again. I'm not so sure the SU-8's there. No, he is there. There he is. He wasn't behind the bunker at all. And now he's gone, and that's the last one of the game. So it's all over, but a nice healthy amount of damage for BunnieNutz. Let's have a look at the end of battle results, and we'll see how she managed to get on. Well, she got a first class tanker in that game, and she also did get an arsonist because she set light to and burned up the Hellcat. She got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one, and she actually managed to get 18. She got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and she also got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on her team. And the win rate from that battle was 4,929, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. 2,013 hit points of damage. The next high scorer being the 60GFT with 1,614. And then we've got the Chi-2 with 1,582. When it came to kills, it was shared between the M44 BunnieNutz, the 60GFT and the Chi-2 all had 3 kills each. And when it came to base XP, it was BunnieNutz again. Yes, so she's got the top in all 3 columns. 987 to BunnieNutz, 885 goes to the Chi-2, and 589 goes to the 60GFT. BunnieNutz fired 23 rounds in that game, got 5 direct hits, no penetration but 16 splash. Damage of 2,013 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 12 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 670 hit points of stun assist off 14 stuns. On a premium count, she earned 42,353 credits, and after ammunition resupply and consumables, took away 10,738 credits. She received 20 bonds for the battle, and 1,480 XP, 8,886 from completing the mission and events, and took away 10,366 experience points altogether. She says she was top bunny in this one. Yes, she was. And she did very well in terms of getting damage on the enemy. She's constantly looking for any opportunities that might come up so that she could exploit them, and yes, so she got some nice damage. And that shot in the Hellcat, well, that was a nice one actually, because he just popped through the door to the gate to actually kill our Hellcat, so I'm sure that our Hellcat was very happy when she killed their Hellcat in return, and so that kind of evened the score up a bit. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.